Здорово! Даньків продовжує проходити Fallout Новий Вегас. Да. Ми підходимо до дамби Гувера. Хто грав в GTA San Andreas, може згадати, що там на дамбі є отакий похожий пам'ятник. Це пам'ятник робочим, які загинули під час нещасних випадків на будівництві дамби. Я знаю, що серед фанатів GTA є цілий список теорій заговора по поводу цього пам'ятника, але насправді це просто оцінка. Ну, поговоримо з вище згаданим полковником. От і воно.
Good, you made it. I've been receiving reports about the savior of the NCR for a while now and wanted to meet you myself. You've proven yourself especially capable. And right now, I can use all the capable people I can get. Crocker gets handed the fluff missions that no one else wants to do. When people need something really important done, they come to me. Usually I dispatch one or more rangers to see these things through, but I'm a little short-handed at the moment. Think you're up for a real mission? Since the majority of my men are on assignment dealing with the Legion, I need someone to handle other matters that have arisen. Make no mistake, there's a battle coming, and I intend to make sure there are no loose ends when the time comes. One such loose end is a gang known as the Great Khans. Have you heard of them? Good. That anger is something I can use, and I think you may get a chance to settle your score sooner than you might have planned. The NCR has a rather sordid history with them, and I'm concerned that we'll find them aiding our enemies when the Legion attack comes. That is, unless we get to them first. I want you to visit them in their canyons to the far west and make sure they're in no shape to join the Legion. They're just another gang of raiders as far as I'm concerned, so deal with them appropriately. Any questions? Don't fool yourself. I've dealt with enough of these gangs to know that they can't be trusted. Was there anything else? Then you'll need to make sure none of them are left to do so. Any other questions? I can't lend you any troops, but I've already sent word to Quartermaster Barden that you're to be given full access to our hardware. You'll have to pay for what you take, however. We can't afford to give away equipment. Did you have any other questions? Good. I look forward to hearing of your progress. Dismissed. Yes. Did you have an up? Very well. I don't have time to discuss all the different aspects of the NCR with you, but if you want it all in a nutshell, the NCR is progress. If you wander around the wasteland, you'll find all sorts of tribes, villages, and such where people spend most of their time trying to survive. The NCR gives its citizens a shot at something more. We have laws, currency, healthcare, government, all the things that were lost. It's not perfect, but it's worth protecting, which is why we also have the largest military in existence. I joined up at a young age. Was barely 16 when I left home and volunteered to be in the military. Got a few strange looks at first, but those stopped when I got top marks across the board during training and became an officer at 17. A few years went by, my squad helped take down gangs of raiders here and there, and one day an invitation to join the Rangers arrived. Those were the best years of my life. Doing something that truly matters, and having the freedom to handle it as you see fit. Then I got injured. Everyone was very supportive. I received a promotion to colonel and given greater responsibility, but my days as a ranger were over. I do, sometimes. There are days I'd give anything to be out in the open air, planting explosives and laying down covering fire. But here I am, stuck in the same stale office day after day, while other people get to do the actual fighting. But enough reminiscing. Do you have other questions? It's a position of some strategic importance to the NCR, providing power and water as it does. It's moderately defensible, with a single point of entry on the east side. To get to the power plants below, the enemy has to cross the entire top. The Legions tried to cross the water on a few occasions, but slow-moving boats make easy targets for sharpshooters. They're organized, I'll give them that. The few times I've encountered them firsthand, I've been impressed with their discipline. I've heard they don't allow women in their military, considering them nothing more than breeding stock. Their men, however, are typically quite large, in phenomenal condition, and prefer close-quarter weapons. Recent engagements have taught us to fear their shock attacks, so it's a blessing that we seem to have superior firearms. I've never once seen a single one of them back down or disobey an order. They'll happily charge a fortified position with little more than a sharpened stick if ordered to, and do so without hesitation.
Ну, я не здивований. Як я вже казав, мені легіонерів жалко. В них два варіанти. Либо ти наступаєш вперед, либо тебе розпнуть. Або ти окажешся в руках легата Ланії, що ще хуже. Він з тебе і шкуру здерти може. Причому і це не порівняння.
Yes, extremely so. They must use conditioning routines on par with the Rangers or better. Their soldiers can run near half again as fast as my best men, and close distances with frightening speed. And they're as strong as they are fast. Their superior physicality makes them extremely dangerous up close, so I've had the men run drills for taking on larger, stronger opponents. But they've all been instructed to take them down at range if possible. I've made it clear I don't want any heroes in my squad, just survivors. Their standard kit seems to be a blade of some sort and light armor. Guns are not uncommon, but are of questionable condition. While they prefer to use their blades, it's common for them to scavenge better weapons from their enemies and use those. The men have been told to toss their weapons over the side of the dam if they receive a fatal wound, but I doubt many will remember. I command the garrison here at the dam, yes, but Colonel Shu over at McCarran is technically in charge of the area's forces.
Ну, отлично.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. Wouldn't have happened.
Я вже забув про ці квести. Вот. Турбіни гідроелектростанції. Я признаюся, не розбираюся в оцій електроенергетиці. Електростанціями ніколи не цікавився, так що нічого технічно сказати не можу. Треба відправитися в каньйон Ред Рок. І розібратися. Но для початку виконаємо допоможемо нещасному песику. А то брати його з собою в бої неправильно. Думаю, очевидно, що пес не може фізично користуватися огністрілом. А в його робокорпус ніяке енергооружие не вбудоване. Який заботливий песик. О, тут появився колодязь, да? Треба спеціально взяти Рекса. Тут ми знаходимо ковбойську шляпу з недубленої шкіри. Суперстимулятор і ексклюзивну пневматичну винтовку. Ковбойська шляпа, шарики. Шарик для пневморужья. Что ж. О. Антитоксинчик. Отлично, отлично. А тепер відправимося в Джейкобстаун. Поможемо нещасному песику. От він, до речі. Таємна штаб-квартира послідователів. В неї поки ми зайти не можемо. Та й я не пам'ятаю, щоб я в неї взагалі заходив. Це типа зав'язано на репутації. Пам'ятаю, тут є цілий список тайної штаб-квартира Легіона. Де якщо... Сука! Ну, 5. Згадав Легіон і полетів на голову. Сука. Помощь. Воу. О, непресиное мясо. Лечебные припадки. Пустынный салат. Да. Вот чи я хочу поскоріше помогти песику. Ладно, псяра, будь агресивніше. Краще будеш їх нагибати. Бонус критичний урон і шанс критичного урону. Урон в секунду 20. Урон сам по собі 3. Для порівняння. Ну, якщо він нанесе критичний урон, то буде уровень 10 мм.
From me. Can't run from me.
Преторіанець, да? Да, треба відмітити, що в легіонерів іноді хороша добича. Медвежье ружье.
You're mine.
Оу.
Fine by me. Fine by me.
Да, треба правильно маніпулювати оружієм. Медвежье ружье. У мене і патрони для тебе є, бум.
You're mine. Fine by me. Fine by me.
Що ж. А тепер просто йдемо по дорозі до Джейкобстауна. Дойду туди. Ну, похід по дорозі я оставлю за кадром. От ми і підходимо до Джейкобстауна. І хто нас тут зустрічає?
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Nightkin. They don't like people looking at them. And if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. They're not popular around here. Doc's inside the lodge. Something on your mind? Such as? Was a resort pre-war. I renamed it to Jacobstown after an old friend. Died a long time ago. I figured us mutants needed a place to call our own. Town's far enough away from humans so they don't bother us much. One of these days I'm hoping we can trade with the rest of the wasteland. No more fighting, just get along. Bighorners. Good eating. And we can trade the hides. Got a lot of wild ones around here, so it's easy to restock the herd. Was part of a super mutant army. Ran a town, walked the wasteland with the tribal. Now I'm here. Long story, so here's the short version. The Master created the super mutants and Nightkin. The Master thought he could unify everyone. No more differences, no more war. Didn't end well. Town was Broken Hills. Bunch of super mutants, humans, and ghouls all living together peacefully. Well, most of the time. We were looking for a Gek to save the village of Arroyo. Eventually we did. Nuked an oil rig in the process. We went separate ways after that. I went east into the Rockies looking for other mutants like myself. Don't know what happened to my friend. I got a feeling it turned out all right in the end.
Це отсилка на другий Fallout. Маркус помагав главному герою другого Fallout'а знайти штуку під назвою Гек. В компактний генератор Едемського сада. Штука, яка перетворює все вокруг на плодородну землю. Єдине, що треба для активації Гек, це обична вода. Очищена, грязна, неважно. А, і всередині Гекка ще запас насіння, щоб засіяти було що. І взорвали вишку у морі, а це там вилилося в війну з Анклавом, який хотів випустити вірус рукотворної еволюції, який превращає людей в супермутантів. Або й убиває, одне з двох. Маркус один з небагатьох супермутантів, які в адекваті. Як я вже казав, супермутантів зовсім з'їхала криша. Вони маніяки, одержимі жаждою розрушення. Людей вони люблять рвати, складувати і складувати в авоськи. І жерти. Да, вони їдять людей. Ну ці, як бачимо, ні. Некий создатель наплодив цілу армію супермутантів з помощью вірусняка. Це ще й событие першого Fallout'а. Но армія була уничтожена. Абсолютна більшість виживших супермутантів.
All right.
Це якраз Такі як Маркус. Ті рідкісні, в яких характер не пішов на 3 букви.
A lot of bad blood between supermutants and humans. Goes back years. Some here still got the scars and memories. Me? I don't really have a problem with the NCR. Set their sights a little too high sometimes, but they try. Legion? That's another story. Kaisar thinks he can change human nature. Most of the Legion is following Kaisar, not Kaisar's ideals. When he's gone, it'll crumble. Might not happen overnight. Might take a few decades, but it'll happen. Basic human nature. Greed, ambition, jealousy. We'll see to it. They expand. Fast. If you got land they want, they'll take it. Eventually. Did it out west, they'll do it here. They keep rolling over people. They'll regret it. That's how revolutions start.
Ну, насчет НКР ти сильно ошибаєшся. Як і насчет Цезаря. Цезарь просто мудак, який хоче всіх поработіть. А НКР, наоборот, хоче навести порядок. І в себе вони явно навели порядок. Раз вони, так сказати, експортують демократію за межі Каліфорнії, значить там в них все в порядку.
Seen them grow from a single town, Shady Sands, into the Republic. They've done good for the most part. Not really. Heard it's a paradise in the wasteland. Never been there myself. Doubt they'd let a mutant in. Amazes me people would come from all over the waste to throw away everything they've got in that town. Nightkin suffers schizophrenia from the stealth boys they're always using. One of the reasons I settled Jacobstown was so they could be cured. While they're in town, the Nightkin aren't allowed to have stealth boys, so their craziness doesn't get worse. Trouble is, the Nightkin don't like being visible either. They don't take being exposed too well. Same as any civilized town. Don't start any fights or steal anything. We'll treat you fair. Not a lot to ask.
Да, це був курорт. Як Маркус і сказав. Ядер кола Вікторія. Корявий переклад. Часто Вікторі перекладають як Вікторія, а не перемога. Помню в оцій стратегії Зоряні війни, Імперії в війні, яку я теж колись запишу. Було Зв'язний розрушитель класу Вікторія. Перемога, а не Вікторія. О, стоп. Грогна Кварна. Динозаврик, ракета, яку не можна взяти. Тилки мені ще пригодяться. Гарний курорт. Віддалено особисто мені нагадує Карпати.
Need to tighten up my vices again.
Stupid bighorners were making noise all night again.
You think Marcus could get us some miniguns? It's so stupid big horners were making noise all
Ну и
night.
в создании.
Another human. One was enough. Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with
Опа,
you.
тень.
Humans are always staring at things. We Nightkin don't like being stared at. Is uncomfortable. It is different. Right now, I'm trying very hard to remain civil, and you're not making it easy with your incessant questions. Dr. Henry, he's one of you. Go speak with him instead of me. I represent the Nightkin. Marcus may lead this town, but the Nightkin listen to what I have to say. Doesn't mean I don't respect Marcus for what he's trying to do. However, he doesn't truly understand the difficulties of being a Nightkin. The stealth boys we use have cumulative adverse effects on our minds. Jacobstown was supposed to be a sanctuary, a place to find a cure. Instead, we wait and wait. I'm sick of waiting.
Я вже колись розказував про проблеми тіней, так що повторювати не буду. Він так.
Pain won't go away.
Угу.
I'd heard there were new people in town, but I thought it was more super mutants. Nice to meet ya. I'm Calamity. Thank you. Change names and jobs every decade or so just to keep things interesting. I picked Calamity this time because it sounded nice. Never really done much science stuff till now. I'm pretty good at it. Or so Dr. Henry tells me. Most of the time, I'm Dr. Henry's research assistant. We're looking into ways to cure the, I'm also handy with tools. And once in a while I venture down into the valley to trade the big horner hides and meat for supplies. Prospectors looking for salvage, usually. They always run when they see the mutants. The great cons come this way once in a while, but they keep their distance. I think they're mostly keeping an eye on us. All right.
Беремо то, що зустрічається досить рідко.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Стоп. У мене нема що її продавати. Док.
The bosses of the Omergas, Omernas, the ones that run Gamora. Someone killed them. I assume this is about something important? You're interrupting my research. It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them. Very well. Show me what you brought so that I can analyze its potential. Let's take a look. Exceptional synapse responses. Descended from some type of cattle dog, I imagine. If you want me to transplant this brain into Rex, he'll become more durable. Have a seat. This will take a while.
Круто. Задача виконана.
Again, you interrupt me. Why?
Відкачався, можна
Again,
його.
you interrupt me. The Nightkin have varying degrees of mental instability due to their addiction to stealth boy use. I've been trying to come up with a cure. I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker population, since they seem to have developed a natural stealth field. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype, but that experiment is riskier. I'd rather not pursue that research just yet. I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one, and I need someone to investigate their lair for proof. Some of the super mutants have looked around as well, but they've come back empty-handed. Perhaps a pair of fresh eyes will have better luck. Lily might be interested in coming with you. She's lost a few of her bighorners to Night Stalker attacks, and would enjoy a little revenge. It's possible, but I've yet to see any hard evidence or hear of any cases where humans were negatively affected. Its negative effects are more pronounced on Nightkin. Because Marcus asked me to, and because it's a reason for me to get up in the morning, I'd like to get one more grand accomplishment done. The stealth field has been modulated to use less power and thus last longer, but for some reason it has pronounced negative effects on the user. However, these pronounced effects will allow me to pinpoint exactly what parts of the brain they're affecting. Unfortunately, I'll need to run the test on a live subject, and Marcus has encouraged me to investigate the Night Stalker mutation first. Yes, specializing in neuroscience, both human and canine. Of course, this lab is nothing compared to what I had when I was with the Enclave. Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after. Cyberdogs and the like. It's not a field I work in much anymore. I prefer the solitude, and having a bunch of super mutants around tends to keep things safe and quiet.
Hello.
Просити Лілі.
Bother someone else.
О. Да. Лілі один з супермутантів.
Jimmy! Little Jimmy! My, how you're grown up! So good of you to come visit your grandma. Oh, Jimmy, don't you go being silly now. Come over here and give your grandma some sugar. Oh, of course I have, dearie. How silly of me. I didn't take my medicine yet today. How can I help you? I watch over the bighorners. They're sweet, gentle creatures, but sometimes they get ornery, just like my grandkids. Oh no, dearie. 3 makes a crowd.
Бум.
What is it? All right. Guess I'll be...
Heavens to Betsy, but Mr. Benny Nananastian. Ooh, those Night Stalkers always carry my bighorners. It'll be nice to give them a piece of my mind. My, but that lucky 38 is a large building. And so fancy. Such a curious little munchkin, aren't you? What do you want to know? Oh, someone wants to hear Grandma's stories. What would you like to hear, Pumpkin? I grew up in Vault 17. I never even saw the sun until I was 75 years old. That was when super mutants raided the vault and carried a lot of us off. Yes, Leo, I'm getting to that part. They made me one of them, and they put me to work in an army that was going to conquer California. A spy, sometimes an assassin. I killed a lot of folks for the master. Yes, Leo, you helped too.
Бідняга. В неї роздвоєння лічності. Чи в нього? В супермутантів нема статі. Но, що цікаво, Лілі одна з двох супермутантів, які зберегли пам'ять. При превращенні, якщо хто не в супермутанти, а хто не в курсі, стирається пам'ять.
Oh, he was a nasty man, dearie. You don't want to know about him. He was the one who made that super mutant army I told you about.
Плохой чоловік? Не чоловік, монстр. Він мутував в таке страшилище.
Leo was a very bad man, Pumpkin. Yes, you are, Leo. Don't try to deny it. He tells me to do things. Terrible things. And sometimes the medicine isn't enough to keep him quiet. Well, of course there is, dearie. How else could I hear him tell me who to chop? This old thing? Oh, I scavenged it off a wreck in Klamath. Leo showed me how to make it all ready for chopping. Didn't you, Leo? What? Grandma's got a present?
Ну, можна ще понять, що в Лілі були внуки. Раз вона була чоловіком... Вона була чоловіком 75 років. І народилася, я читав віддільно, через рік після ядерного апокаліпсису. Бідняга. А меч в неї знатний, зроблений з лопасті винтокрила. Ну, думаю, очевидно, що такому монстру. Ну, під монстром я маю на увазі вигляд, вона сама не... Ну, як лічність вона не монстр.
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again. Killing our bighorners, shooting at the lodge, that sort of thing. It's getting hard to keep people from retaliating. Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Whoever they are, they want us dead or gone.
Раз не можеш точно сказати, на кого вони працюють, так не утверждай. Презумпції невиновності. Нема доказательств, значить, не работають.
Not looking to fight. That'll give NCR an excuse to come up here and wipe us out. You're human. They might be willing to listen to what you have to say. Maybe. I'm not asking you to kill them. Just talk them into leaving. Hell, pay them off if you have to. Thanks. See you.
Ну, добре. А вон найомники. Мінігани або гранатомети.
Our business is with the muties, not you. Just doing what I'm paid to do. Harass the muties until they leave or attack us. If they leave, we'll let them go. If they attack, we wipe them out. Either way, the job's not done until they're cleared out of the town. Won't name names, but some important folks in the NCR are sick of muties attacking their Brahmin herds. They want them gone from NCR territory. Maybe this group had something to do with attacking Brahmin, maybe not. Doesn't matter. We're getting paid to make them go away.
Ну, я не виню їхніх нанімателів. Супермутант ті справедливо опасаються. І дуже мало хто знає, що не всі вони опасні. Що вони не всі є небезпечними. Но такі безпечні, так сказати, супермутанти, як Маркус, вони крайні рідкісні.
I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
От пневмовінтовочка, як виглядає в руках. Маркус.
Something on your mind? Smart, charismatic, and hell of a mean streak. Doesn't care for humans, prefers fighting them to talking. He's got a lot of pull with Nightkin, though. He talks, they listen. Was hoping he could draw the Nightkin to Jacobstown. Keen is saner than most, but I know he's thinking of going his own way again. He's aggressive, impatient, can't stand sitting around. Because of a promise, one I haven't been able to keep. The Nightkin all suffer from schizophrenia. It's the stealth boys they use, or used to use. Nightkin have a hard time being seen like normal folks. Can't stand it. A few already left to try and find more stealth boys. Miserable situation. They either stay here and suffer, or dig up stealth boys and lose their minds. Not much of a choice.
Ми одного такого шизофреніка ж пристрелили, який атакував ферму.
That happens, there's a good chance other Nightkin will follow. It'll make it hard to get a cure to them. Worse, if Keen and the Nightkin tear up the Mojave hunting for stealth boys, people are gonna get killed. Most humans can't tell the difference between mutants. Might come here looking for payback. That's like saying Caesar and Kimball would listen to each other. Nightkin don't have a lot of trust for others, mutants included. Good. Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk away proves we're not bloodthirsty mutants. If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not gonna get it from us. See?
Хорошо. Що ж. Видовбаний камінь, позначений серцем. Ну, тайнічок такий. Треба обійти по кругу. І тут є невелика піщера з ночними охотниками. Печера Шадрстон. Туди ми і відправимося. Виходів через цей частокол немає інших, так що прийшлося вибратись. Ну і завершимо наші діла тут. Потім нам прийдеться ще по одному малесенькому ділу вернутися, але в цілому неплохо. О, пішли. Кстати, насчет Рекса і... Насчет Рекса. От що цікаво. Пересадка мозку дуже специфічно на нього подіяла. По ідеї, мала помінятися лічність Рекса. Замість це мала би вже бути оця собака Люпа в тілі Рекса. Все-таки ж повна заміна мозку. Но вийшло так, що це Рекс, який получив воспоминання Люпи просто. Кстати, Рекс... Спойлер, согласно концовці, Рекс дуже старий. Він ще доапокаліптичний, так сказати. До того, як стати кіборгом, він був поліцейським собакою. Були ще два варіанти пересадки мозга. Ночной охотник, способний ставати невидимим. Ну, знаєте ли. Добре, що в мене є той навик, і нам навіть битися не прийдеться. Там ще два варіанти. Ну, от пересадка мозка Люпи, це спойлер насчет концовки, де буде сказано судьбу всіх наших друзей. Так от. Люпа. Рекс доволен, бо перейняв мощний бойовий опит Люпи. Якщо би взяти одну собаку, то і Маші Гіббон, то Рексу буде хреново, типа, прийняти оці воспоминання обичної старої дворняги. Ну і хреновато від собаки рейдерів, хоча і не так паршиво. Просто неприємно. Жований стелсбой. Бебі. Хіра ще назвав. Супер кувалда. Да. Глянемо, що сильніше. Тут вода радіоактивна. Вийдемо з печери, підемо до дока. В принципі, тут нічого особого, навіть побитися не прийшлося.
Well, if you insist.
А, дистанційне оружие в тебе М4 з лучником?
Oh, I'm so glad, Enoch. Leo, that's exactly what Leo told me. Oh, Leo's not. That's exactly what Leo...
Ух ти. Що ж, виберемося звідси. Грибочки тут підбирати не можна. Як в четвертому Fallout будь-які гриби, включають ці мозгогриби, мутірувавші зелені гриби. Невидимий нічний охотник. Не люблю гриби, особливо такі величезні. Тому що я їх терпіти не можу. Я боюся грибів, як більшість дівчат бояться щурів. Отлично.
Something on your mind?
Someday, I miss being in the master's office.
По службі в Создателя. Ну, судя по словах про мінігани і гранатомети, деякі супермутанти до сих пір рвуться в бой.
Is there something else I can... There's still power, but the casing is cracked. I'm astonished that exposure to the stealth radiation could induce mutations so rapidly. More importantly, this explains why my research into this group of Night Stalkers hasn't come up with a cure for the Nightkin. There's only one avenue left for me. I need to run the Mark II test on Lily. It's the only way. Lily is eccentric, certainly, but I've never felt she was dangerous. More importantly, she asked if she could help me in some way. I've told her about the risks, and she still insists on helping me. Possibly immediate and permanent mental damage. There's a reason the Stealth Boy Mark IIs never got beyond the prototype stage. Lily already has a pre-existing condition, and the experiment will likely make things worse for her. I'll be waiting.
Leo doesn't like that you left that houseman alive, dearie. He thinks you should have let us chop him.
Я тобі не розказував про містера Хауса. Вона... чутки по Мохаве розпространяються сильно.
Of course, dearie. I know it's dangerous, but it'll all turn out for the best. You'll see. I'll go to him now. It would be rude to keep him waiting.
The equipment is hooked up and ready. We can... The equipment is hooked up and ready. Very well. Please stand back. I don't want any erroneous readings. You're welcome to stay and observe if you want, though. All right, power on the stealth boy, Lily.
Turning it on. Feels strange. Strange, but good.
Interesting. Try thinking aggressive thoughts now. Think about smashing a rad scorpion.
Lily smash! Yeah!
How are those readings looking, Calamity?
Stealth field is unstable and scrambling things. The reading says gamma wave activity is 0. That can't possibly be right. Gamma wave activity is 0. That can't be right. Must be a result of the interference.
All right, we're done here. Go ahead and power the stealth boy down, Lily.
Oh, I liked having it on.
I'll get back to you on that in a moment, once I've analyzed the results. Uh-oh.
Well, well, congratulations on getting the Mark II prototype functional, Doctor. Now, just hand it over, and we'll be on our way. My request is perfectly reasonable. Give us the stealth boy specs, and there will be no need for us to splatter the room with your insides. No, I didn't. Not until now, anyway. Very well, human. You've made your point, and I withdraw my request. Don't look at me.
Mark my words. Won't be long before the Legion and NCR butt heads over Hoover Dam.
Morning.
Nice work with the Nightkin. I've never seen anyone able to talk their kind out of anything once they had their mind set to it. I got a lot of useful data from the experiment, and am a lot closer to a cure than before. It's occurred to me that this brief test might not yield a cure anytime soon. However, if Lily were to continue to wear the prototype... That's brilliant. Simple yet elegant. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Is there something else I can do for you? Promising, but I won't be able to synthesize the drug anytime soon. I really should get back to my work.
Хорошо.
Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you. The stealth boys we use have cumulative adverse effects on our minds. But thanks to you, it seems a cure is on the way at last.
Ну-ка поговоримо з Лілі.
Leo thinks there will be lots more chopping to do now that...
Так, я так і не подивився, а що дає якісь особливості? Stealth Girl. Критичний урон при стрітної атаки плюс 10, а стелсбой 2 рази на 200% довше діє. Ну, неплохо, но мені цього не треба.
Leo's getting more. Such a... Isn't that sweet of you to fret about me? I don't mind fighting, especially to protect... Ah. All right then, dearie. Now you promised...
Ладно, будь ближче до дока з його лікарством. Що ж, а ми в наступного разу відправимося вже в лагерь великих ханів. Ну а на цьому поки все. Оу, секунду, ще перевіримо, чи у Маркуса виявилось щось нове.
I like how you handled Keen. Without the Nightkin around, Jacobstown would be much weaker than it is.
Ну що ж, похоже, нічого нового, крім цієї привітственної фрази. А на цьому поки все. Дякую за увагу. Пока.